I said absolutely. White liberals are the problem with America!
Sorry, Susan.
Are you out on the street?
Yeah, I moved it.
Any officer who witnesses and or gains knowledge of civil rights violations and fails to intervene or report should suffer the same consequences.
He's giving the demands.
Okay.
Qualifying immunity cannot be an option. Officers who break the law must be punished.
No problem there.
We believe all
cops are
public
getting away with
safety
too much.
employees, police, fire, must be mandatory reporters for civil rights violations. The same way they are required by law to report possible child or domestic abuse situations, they must also be required to report on civil rights violations. And if they don't, they'll lose their jobs. Service-oriented department. We want a police department that is here to serve the community. We want to identify and eliminate any incentive-based policing policies that are based on stops, arrests, seizures, and quotas. We must demilitarize the police.
Whoa.
El Segundo Police Department must not participate in any programs or agreements intended to obtain or procure military weapons or equipment. We also want to eliminate civil seizure policies so the police don't have a financial incentive to
I
arrest
agree,
people
yeah.
so they can seize their
Absolutely. That's ridiculous. Civil asset forfeiture is totally criminal. Totally.
property. Finally,
I agree with that.
we need to remove armed police officers from our
Absolutely.
streets.
Why don't you go to Seattle? Why don't you go to Seattle?
That's
Go
it.
to Seattle.
Those are our demands when it comes to police. As you can see, we didn't say defund the police.
Okay?
We're not trying to abolish the police, and we're not kicking El Segundo PD out of here. We're not even trying to do that.
Okay.
We support El Segundo Police, and we appreciate them being here today.
Okay.
Thank you, El Segundo PD.
But that's what Black Lives Matter wants to do. So that's why there's the confusion. That's why there's the confusion.
For the next item, we're going to talk about city policy.
Yup. That's what Black Lives
Most
Matter
of the
wants.
members of our city council have publicly stated they're willing to listen and participate in change. It's time for those words to translate into action. We applaud the city council's prompt decision to establish a diversity, equity, inclusion commission. That is a great first step.
Why? I thought this was about equal.
Thank you, city council. But we must be very clear. It's only a first step, and it's meaningless unless real change happens. That commission must have meaningful input, and their recommendations must be acted on. History has shown that a key ingredient for social change is being honest about your past, even when it makes you uncomfortable, and clear about your intentions moving forward. We call on the city of El Segundo to issue a proclamation for change, a proclamation that does two things. One, acknowledge and apologize for El Segundo's racist legacy.
We don't have any. I've been here 45 years.
Two,
They don't have any.
He's
commit to a
Hispanic.
more diverse and inclusive future.
Well, that sounds
Send a
kinda-
message to people who are rooted in racism and
sounds
discrimination, that those days are over. Let it be known that El Segundo is for justice and equality.
They always have.
Let it be known that El Segundo is for everybody.
They always have.
It already is, isn't it? Well, you think he's
So the
stupid?
last item is education.
Why is he stupid?
There is nothing more
Then
important than making sure our
you called him
children are attending
stupid.
schools that are
That's-
safe,
you called him
welcoming
stupid.
to them,
She
no
called
matter
him
who they
stupid.
are or where they come from.
She called him stupid. That's not very inclusive, ma'am.
Many of
You're right, I don't,
children
but you called him
in El
stupid.
Segundo School District can speak
Wow, that's
firsthand about
very
their experiences.
aggressive.
As an
What happened to
organization, we've
tolerance?
also
That's
spent
not very
many
tolerant,
hours
ma'am.
listening to students describe their experience, and they have made clear what they want and need to change. We are here to support them until they get what they need. Number one, diversity in student body and faculty. We must establish goals to increase diverse enrollment and faculty hiring, and we need deadlines for meeting those goals.
Right.
Curriculum. The students want to hear from
It's
a broader
racist.
range of voices in history, literature, social studies, and more. But addressing these existing curriculum isn't enough. Our students want mandatory ethnic study classes in El Segundo history and mandatory ethnic study modules to be included in elementary and middle school curriculum.
Like, is he an educator? Get that sign up. Right here. Well, why did you take the sign down? So you don't care about black lives that get aborted? You don't care about black lives that get aborted. Do you care about the black lives that get aborted? Yes or no? Do you have a problem? I already am, man, but you don't seem to want to listen. So here it is. Do you care about the black lives that get aborted? That are killed by Planned Parenthood? Yes or no?
Don't get aborted.
Oh, yes, they do. Oh, my gosh. Did you hear what she just said? You know, you called him stupid, but you don't know that, ma'am? Black lives are systematically aborted by Planned Parenthood. Did you hear that? Did you hear that?
Assemblies, programs,
And there was another lady, a black lady, who called them out for doing nothing about Chicago.
Issues of race and diversity. They are not afraid to confront the elephant in the room. And
So,
we are here to support them.
ma'am, what about the black lives in Chicago? That lady had a great point, didn't she? What about those black lives?
She would have found another way to be heard.
Abraham Lincoln.
Oh, she was heard, honey.
Antagonistic and rude.
So, just like you called him stupid, that was rude too, when you called that man stupid. That was rude.
He's incredibly rude. This
Some
is
are already
proud.
No, you are rude. So at least you admit it. You're rude. So at least you admit it.
But I said, why don't we admit that you got an agenda that I'm not going to play with?
Okay, well,
Let's admit
you
you have an
didn't.
agenda.
So you don't care about those black lives? You do too. This is an agenda, isn't it?
Yeah, but I'm here for this. I didn't come for that.
So you don't care about the black lives that are aborted?
There are no black lives being aborted. Study biology.
Yes, they are, ma'am. It is systemic. It is awful.
Then you
In New York City, that is like the most dangerous place.
We just have a difference of belief in when life begins. I tend to go with hard science, and you obviously tend to go with the Bible.
Wait a minute. I didn't say anything about the Bible.
No, I did.
Okay, I didn't say anything about the
Well,
Bible.
the Bible says life, or Christians tend to
Oh,
say,
okay, who cares
life
about
begins at
that?
conception. When do you believe life begins?
Okay, life begins at conception. It's genetic. It's genetic, ma'am. So you don't believe in science?
But I do believe in science.
So there it is. It's genetic.
So I'm talking about
All the elements of life are there.
all the elements of life
Yes.
are everywhere.
No, they're not, ma'am. Because it takes a zygote and an egg to create a life, a semen and an egg. Ma'am, I'm giving you a biological lesson, which you don't seem to understand.
I just want to say,
Black lives matter. All of
during
them.
this exact protest, I've been observing.
And she still didn't tell me about the black lives in
everything,
Chicago
what's
that get gunned down every
And
damn
on our
week.
previous Zoom call, we had a few mothers and a few women.
Or the black lives that get gunned down in the Vermont corridor.
I really want to make a difference, but I don't want to do the wrong thing. I don't want to offend anybody. I want to do the right thing.